thoughts on the recent uptick on the gun violence here in Gainesville?
Man, gun violence is, especially being a member of advisory board member to the police department. Man, we get a lot of the updates and stuff like that before it gets reported to the news. And so I see it firsthand, but a lot of it is driven by lost ones, man, that they never had any type of guidance, you know. Especially in this generation now. You know, in our generation and the generation before us, you've seen kids that had a mother and a father at home, and they got into a little trouble here and there. You know, they would leave the house and go live a double life or whatever. But now these kids, they never had that guidance from day one. You know, like you hear about back in the day when you might have had a kid who mother was a teacher and dad was a police officer or a truck driver. So you come from a decent home. Yeah. And you know, like I said, they would stray away and get into a little trouble. But now you got these kids that you got so many parents where the father is completely absent and the mother's on welfare and living in the projects. These kids, they don't have a chance at all. They don't have a chance at all. You know, I look at like Tupac.
Yeah.
You know, look at his discrepancies and his shortcomings that he had in life. But look at who his mother was. You know, his mother was a strong black woman. Yes, she had her own shortcomings as well.
Yeah.
But she was a huge figure in their community.
Straight up.
You know, Shafini Akor was a huge figure in their community. But again, Tupac strayed away from some of the stuff that she taught him. But even in his music, he expresses the appreciation for what she taught him and for who she was as his mother. But now these kids, man, they growing up honestly with hate for their parents because they understand that they failed them. They understand that their parents failed them. And now they don't respect their mothers, they don't respect their father. And they, quite frankly, some of them don't want anything to do with neither one of them. And it's like, whatever, my life will be my life, whatever happens, happens, but I don't want y'all to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what I feel like you see now with the gun violence. You know, these kids some of this stuff, man, happens at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and then when they finally catch up with whoever it was, find out it was a 12 or 13-year-old. And it's like, what were you even doing out the house at that time?
All right.
But when you go to find out, the mother never reported him missing or as a runaway. Mother never even attempted to try to get him back into the house. You know, years ago, 15, 20 years ago, man, if a 12 or 13-year-old left the house, they would be reported missing. Like, somebody would call the police and say, hey, listen, my child. Now it's like, well, he do this all the time. They come home whenever he come home. So, it's unfortunate, man, but and it's, these kids, man, they trying to get to so much. They don't have just one MO no more. Like, they selling drugs, they robbing, they breaking into stuff. They don't have just one MO. Whatever is gonna make them some money and get them some notoriety in the streets, this is what they doing.